Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers at Headphone Junkie 42. Thanks for the suggestion, Headphone Junkie 42. You asked, how does music affect the brain? Well, imagine your brain is a dance floor and every neuron is at an all-night rave. The DJ? That's music. The crowd? Your emotions, memories, and motor functions, jumping up and down like they just heard their favorite song drop. But what's happening in there? How does music make us feel emotions, boost memory, and even trick us into thinking we're not tired at the gym? Stick around as we drop the beat on brain science, right here on Explaining Everything. So, what happens when you hit play on your favorite song? Your brain turns into a literal fireworks show. Different regions light up like a Christmas tree. Well, a very sophisticated, highly complex Christmas tree with electrical impulses instead of tinsel. First up is the auditory cortex. This guy's job is to process sound. Basically, it's your brain's DJ deciding what's noise and music. Then, the limbic system kicks in. This is the emotional control center, deciding whether you'll ugly cry to Adele or throw hands to some heavy metal. It's like your personal emotional DJ, picking the perfect mood track every time. And we can't forget the motor cortex. Ever wonder why your foot taps involuntarily, or why you suddenly start headbanging like you're at a rock concert in your car? That's because music activates the parts of the brain responsible for movement, even when you're just sitting there. So technically, if you listen to music while sitting, you're kind of exercising. Boom. Science. Who needs the gym when you've got a killer playlist? Ever heard a song and been immediately transported back to a specific moment in time? That's your hippocampus, aka the brain's nostalgia department. Music is like a cheat code for memory. It's why you can't remember what you had for lunch yesterday, but you know every lyric to a song you haven't heard in 10 years. Fun fact, studies show that people with Alzheimer's can sometimes remember things better when listening to familiar songs. So, if you want to make sure future you remember how cool you were, start making playlists now. And let's talk dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical your brain releases when you listen to music you love. Music is a legal drug. A song can hit you harder than a double shot of espresso or a text from your crush saying, "We need to talk." That's right. Your brain is addicted to good tunes. If you've ever studied classical music playing and suddenly felt like Einstein, you're not alone. There's something called the Mozart effect that suggests listening to classical music can make you smarter. But before you start blasting Beethoven before an exam, let's be real. Music helps, but it won't write the answers for you. If only Mozart had invented a way to magically pass tests too. For work or studying, instrumental music is your best bet. Lyrics can be distracting, unless, of course, you're the kind of person who can write an essay while belting out every word to a Taylor Swift song. In which case, you might be superhuman, or just a lyrical multitasking genius. But here's a twist. Not all music helps you focus. If the song is too catchy, your brain might turn into a full-blown karaoke session instead of getting work done. So, if your productivity playlist ends up being an impromptu solo concert, don't say I didn't warn you. Just make sure your study session doesn't turn into a full-blown performance. Music can make or break your workout. Have you ever tried running without music? Feels like you've been jogging for an hour, but it's been 3 minutes. But with the right playlist, suddenly you're Rocky Balboa training for a title fight. Fast-paced music makes your brain think your body isn't as tired as it is. It's like Jedi mind-tricking yourself into working out longer. So next time you're struggling at the gym, blast some high-energy tunes and pretend you're in a motivational sports montage. Beyond just motivation, the rhythm of music helps coordinate movement and improve performance. That's why athletes and dancers train with beats that match their pace. It creates a natural flow, making exercises feel smoother and more effortless. So if you want to optimize your workout, pick songs that sync with your desired speed and let the rhythm carry you through. And then there's the opposite effect, music that lulls you into the best sleep of your life. Slow, calming tunes can slow your heart rate, lower stress hormones, and tuck your brain in with a warm blanket. However, if you've ever fallen asleep to music and woken up to a random, high-energy song in your playlist, you know the chaos that can bring. Nothing like going from peaceful piano to full-volume EDM at 3 a.m. to remind you that life is unpredictable. To truly harness the sleep-inducing power of music, it's best to choose tracks with consistent, soothing melodies, like classical, ambient, or soft acoustic songs. Some studies suggest that music with a tempo of around 60 beats per minute can even help your brain sync with a relaxed state, easing you into deep, restorative sleep. Just make sure your playlist doesn't have any surprise wake-up calls. So, what did we learn today? Music makes you feel, helps you remember things, boosts productivity, turns you into an athlete, kind of, and even improves sleep. Basically, music is the Swiss Army knife of brain hacks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find that one song that's been stuck in my head for 3 days. And you? Go make a playlist, blast your favorite tunes, and let your brain have a party. If you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.